Thank you for watching Weekend Prime and welcome back as we continue giving you stories making headlines now. While other mainstream Christian churches restrict marriages to only one wife, Noyima Church, that was founded back in 1907, allows polygamy as long as the man can support all his wives. Bramwell Bwire visited this church that has its headquarters in Oboch in Siaya County and tells us the beauty of its mixed doctrines.
This is Noyima Church. It is among the first independent churches in Kenya. Founded by Yohana Owalo, who was among the first Luos to convert to Christianity. This was around 1901 or 1902. Noyima means I was given in the Luo. Yohana believed he received a call to begin the church from God himself.
In March, we have the 1st of March, when we remember the day that the prophet got a calling, the day that he received the day that he received the call to start this church called Noyima. Noyima means I was given. That's the day that he was given the call to come and start this church.
Unlike other churches, here a man is allowed to marry more than one wife. Basically, 70 days after the husband's death, you are allowed to inherit the widow.
The church has no problem with the polygamy. We conduct weddings for those who want to retain one wife, but the church does not condemn polygamy because it's also biblical. You look at all those prophets in the Bible and you find that unless you get one or none, almost all of them were polygamous. Yeah.
Located in Nyanza region, where culturally boys were not circumcised, this church requires boys to be circumcised, and regardless of the age, once you become a member, you have to be circumcised. If not, you cannot be a leader in the church.
Male circumcision at the beginning was very controversial because the Luos never circumcised. So that's one of the things that made him, put him at loggerheads with so many traditional leaders at that time. Noyima Church members, as the Bible says, children born are circumcised on the 8th day. And if you become a member of the church, then at whatever age you change and become a Noyima Church member, for you to become a communicant member, you must be circumcised at that time. Circumcision goes with baptism.
The founding father of the church, Prophet Yohana Owalo, was ICT CS Eliud Owalo's grandfather, and he died in 1920 before his son, the late Bishop Charles Owalo, the founder to the CS, took the leadership of the church. Different from his father and grandfather, CS Owalo is not a bishop.
Now, this is a church that has brought up aspects of culture together with the religion into one, that we can pray with our cultural understanding without going against the norms in the Bible, without transgressing God's commandments. And therefore, it is possible, therefore, through this church, for people to understand that you can still maintain your culture and you become godly.
The government, through the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage, is now seeking to turn Noyima Church headquarters in Rarieda sub-county in Siaya County into a religious tourism site.
There are places, we have burials, we have graves of missionaries, just like this one of Owalo, the white missionaries and all that. And we are trying to connect to that so that we can see how to build a brand or a product called religious tourism.
We have sought support from the government to have this church rebuilt. We have also sought support from the government to have the mausoleum rebuilt.
Bramwell Bwire, KTN News, Siaya.
Thank you, Bramwell, for that report. In Wajir County,